Hi, I'm Raymond van Barneveld and you're watching Behind the Bar with Paul Starr.
Welcome to Behind the Bar with Paul Starr, brought to you by William Hill, the proud sponsor of the World Darts Championship. Last weekend in Wigan we saw European Tour qualifiers 7 and 8 and Players Championships 13 and 14, and on the Saturday number 13 was won by James Wade. That's a couple of Pro Tour wins this year. He beat Kim Hybrecht 6-5 in the final, and in the semi-final there's places for Andrew Gilding and young Keegan Brown. On to the Sunday Players Championship number 14, and it's Jelle Klassen. Convincing win 6-2 against Ian White. Semi-final places for Michael Smith and Roby John Rodriguez, and a 9-darter from Magnus Karras, rolling back the years there. And of course the draw has been made for the World Matchplay. I'm happy to say, to have a quick chat with us about that, we have on the interweb Jabba Caven. Hi Jamie.
Hi Paul, very well thanks.
Hey, looks good here in the pool room. What there? Hey, are you a bit of a wizard with a cue?
Not very good, but it's good to chill out doing something different.
Yeah. So Jamie, down to business. The draw today for the World Matchplay. Dave Chisnell, of course, you played Dave a couple of years ago, 2013. Your thoughts, if you don't mind, if that's okay?
I'm looking forward to it, to be honest. It's, you know, when you look at the draw in its full layout, really, they're all tough. You know, there's never an easy draw. No. I think the lineup is the best lineup it could be. I think we say it every year, it's the best field that it has been to date, but it always will be, because it's the top 16 in the world against the top 16 through the Pro Tour order of merit on the next, you know, the next 16 really. So it's always going to be the strongest, you know, field at that time. So I think every draw is really, really tough. So, but I'm looking forward to playing Dave. It should be a good game because we're both quick. Yes,
exactly. The fans are certainly going to be in for a treat there. I mean, they say that the tempo of your plays will be it's made for television, and that is great. And of course, and like last year, the first round when you played Gary Anderson, that was another exciting game. I mean, you don't get easy draws, do you?
No, I think I played Wadey twice in the first round. Gary, I played Wes when Wes was up there doing well. I think he was like number 6 in the world at the time. Yeah. And Ronnie Baxter was the other one. So, you know, I think that's the 5 previous year. I think this is my 5th, 6th time. But they never tend to be easy when you're playing one of the best in the world. So, but that's the way it is, and I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
In fact, you mentioned James Wade. I can't believe I'm going to mention it, but 2011, the 10-0. I mean, you obviously wiped that from your memory, haven't you? You don't want to talk about that.
I forgot about it, to be fair, but thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, no, that's what we're to do. Actually, I was speaking to Roger, as in Dave Chisnell's manager, earlier on, and he said, make sure you say to Jamie that he's over the moon with a draw, the fact that Dave's playing you. Bit of tongue-in-cheek.
Oh, please. I bet he weren't over the moon the last time I played him, or the last 2 times ago. But no, I played Dave a couple of times before, and I think 2 years ago when I played him, he beat me 13-10. Yeah. But I got to 10 first. I just want to put that in. And the first round's the first to 10. So I know it doesn't really mean anything, but no, it should be a quick, rapid game, and I think we both sort of like that, so it should be good. Yeah,
and the actual venue, of course, the Winter Gardens. I mean, I love Blackpool, you know, and I'm sure a lot of players do. How do you feel about it? I know it's very hot there, Jamie. Is that something that bothers you?
I would say it would have done, you know, in the early part of my career. You know, the heat with the diabetes and stuff. It sounds a bit of a cliche, but it is true. You know, it's like playing with your clothes on in a sauna. You know, it really is that hot. But the unique thing about the Blackpool venue is because it's wide rather than long, and that's where you get the atmosphere from and the heat, and it's really good. It's, you know, I've learned to deal with the heat with the European tour over the last couple of years and things. So I think my game in general has sort of progressed slightly, you know, in the big matches under the lights and the heat. So it's something that I'm really looking forward to. The ceiling in there is amazing. You know, that's what makes it so iconic, I think. And it's, you know, I'm probably right in saying it's the second to the World Championship. It's the second in line that everyone wants to win.
I think so. And of course, you mentioned about your former at the weekend at Wigan, a bit of a mix sort of feelings. You qualified for one European Tour and not the other, and a couple of wins on in the Pro Tours as well. So how did you feel that went?
Well, obviously Friday night, you know, qualifying for the 8th European Tour was obviously what I wanted to do. So obviously I got that done. With regards to the Players' Championship, I mean, in all fairness, the beginning of the year has not been as great as I'd have liked, in all honesty. But I think I'm trying to sort of switch my game around a little bit to sort of get ready for the big matches on, you know, one match on one day, you know, like the TV tournaments where you get prepared for one game, rather than in the last few years I've been sort of better as the day's gone on and had runs in these sort of, in the Players' Championship. So in all fairness, I'm trying a few things different, trying to get my mindset for one good game, and that's how it's been. I've played well in one game and then got beat or not played so well. So I'm just trying to get that mentality right for when the big tournaments come round, and I guess we'll see. You know, I'm going to be certainly getting ready for the schedule's out tomorrow, and I'll be ready for whenever, you know, the session that I'm in, and you know, for the time the game is, I'll make sure I'm prepared for that one match. So that's something I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, and of course with the big prize money at these events, and we were saying about a couple of years ago losing against Dave, well of course that means you're effectively not defending any more than you've already got. So a couple of wins here, you know, the top 16 is easily within your grasp. I mean, that's a player of your class where you need to be, isn't it? Top 16. I know you surely you must feel you're capable of that.
Oh yeah, I think that has to be every player's. You know, when every player starts, I think they ultimately want to get in the top 32 first of all. But the way that the game has evolved over the last few years, it's like the top 16 needs to be now the goal for everybody. You know, because if not, you need to be the top 16 on the Pro Tour. Yeah. Because you get European events and all that. So yeah, certainly it's not. I don't think it's beyond me. Certainly not. It's something that I think I will achieve at some point, sooner rather than later, hopefully. And it just, you know, the dedication's the same. You know, I'm practicing as much as ever, and you know, it's there for me to grab it, and I think I will do.
Yeah, very, very much so. Now, if we look, say the pool table behind, obviously that's how you, a little bit of relaxing then. And also, what about Wimbledon? Wimbledon's big at the moment. You know, Andy won earlier on. Did you view that?
Yeah, I did. I caught the end of it. It seemed like it was 2-0 up, wasn't it? And he sort of, the other chap was coming into it. Big old fellow, wasn't he? 6'9", I think.
6'11", I think. Yeah, ridiculous.
It was like David and Goliath when they shook hands at the net at the end. I thought he was going to punch him, but no, it's yeah. I think everybody gets a bit of the old Wimbledon in them when it's this time of year, don't they? Obviously building up to the match play as well. So all sports fans will be loving life at the moment. That's
great. Well, I'll tell you what, Jamie, that is well. We better quickly mention, of course, all these signings going to Anfield. I tell you what, that's a new look Liverpool side next season. What and any thoughts? Any thoughts? It looks exciting. It looks like he's got the players Brendan's gone for. So you know, fingers crossed, a good season.
Yeah, he's done his business early, which is a good sign. You know, right? There's no panic buying there really, because obviously he's not rushing to get players in. I think he's looked at what targets he wanted, the players, the type of player he wanted to bring in, and he's obviously done it straight away. So hopefully, you know, fingers crossed, they can go back to a bit more like the season before last, and hopefully one step further. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see.
Well, Jamie, thank you so much for joining us here on Behind the Bar. Absolutely wonderful as ever to chat to you. And of course, free weekend this weekend, not at the European Tour, but best of luck for the World Matchplay.
Cheers. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Jamie. Thanks for your time. So great to catch up there with Jabba, Jamie Caven and Mouthwater and Matt's. Look forward to him against Dave Chisnell in the World Matchplay. Of course, there's lots and lots of fantastic matches in the competition in the first round, and maybe the potential for second round clash between Raymond van Barneveld and Phil Taylor. It's going to be great out there in Blackpool. This weekend, European Tour number 6, the European Darts Open from Düsseldorf in Germany. Some prices. We've got MVG 15-away, Anderson 13-2, Chizzy, Wade both 10-1, Wright 16-1, Michael Smith, he won the last European Tour, so 25-1. Looks quite big there. Of course, no Adrian Lewis, no Phil Taylor, and will Raymond van Barneveld enter the European qualifier? Maybe. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us on Tonks and Tales. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free. Like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter. And join us next week on more Behind the Bar with Paul Starr, brought to you by William Hill, the proud sponsor of the World Darts Championship.